Welcome back, everybody, to TCG TV. I'm Brody Tennant, and today we are going to be breaking down a lease proposal. Alrighty, so I have one of the latest proposals that we've done, and this was for one of our clients that's a barber shop that is looking to put another location into Canton Crossing down in Baltimore. So obviously, at the top of this proposal, we have the information on the tenant, the use of the tenant, and how much space, how much square footage the tenant is looking to occupy, how long until they actually get occupancy of the property, and then the commencement date. So that's going to be basically when does the lease start, and when does that basically, what is the calendar year, or what is the calendar date every year that the rent either increases or that it commences on. They also need to negotiate on the improvements for this particular deal. And it really depends on the tenant and the situation. But for this particular deal, we were asking for $15,000 of tenant improvement allowance. Obviously, then we go through furnishings if they're keeping any furniture in the space, the term, how long of the lease, and then rental rate, what price per square foot. So in commercial leasing, that's how all leases are done. Well, I'd say 99% of leases are done based on a square foot basis, and that's on a calendar year. So if it's $40 a square foot, $30 a square foot, you multiply that by the amount of square feet, obviously, and that gives you your total annual rent. Now, typically, that doesn't include your triple nets if it's a triple net lease, which would be your CAM, your property taxes, and insurance. Then you also negotiate on rent abatement. So if the tenant's doing their own build out and they need some time to do the improvements, then a lot of times it's negotiated that we can get the landlord is willing to push off the first month's rent and abate it for anywhere from 15, 30 to 60 days, depending on how much build out the tenant needs and how much time they're going to be occupying. There's obviously options as well. So again, you can see here the original term is 10 years, but after that 10 years, the tenants are going to want some options typically that they can execute an option to prolong or extend their lease. So for this particular deal, we were looking for 2 5-year options. We can also go through expansion option of if they want to enlarge in their space, then that can be negotiated in here as well. And then we also have non-disturbance in there that the tenant is not going to be disturbed by any mortgages or any liens against the property. There's also going to be access. Tenants should always have 24/7 access to the property, obviously. And then depending on the center, depending on the site, how the parking is going to be designated, if there is any designated parking. This one was just free and unassigned. Signage, the rights of the tenant to put their own signs, and if there's any sort of pylons or marquee signs as well, that can be negotiated here. Obviously, security deposit, how much you can put up front before your lease starts, and execution of the lease. And then obviously, damages of the tenant's premises, we negotiate that if it's something outside of the tenant's responsibility, that it's a landlord's responsibility. And then we go through our brokerage commissions, and general both parties shall negotiate terms in a lease after this proposal. So basically, these proposals are just for getting your ducks in a row and making sure that both the tenants and the landlord are both on the same page in regards to all the terms and all the rates, and just basically the finances and responsibilities of the lease. And just save some money before you start drawing up a lease. Make sure that everything is kind of agreed upon by both parties before you get started spending money. So, all right. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of clarity. That's a very quick rundown through a lease proposal, and that's just a templated proposal that we use. Each situation is different. If you have any questions at all about any lease proposals, or if you're a landlord looking to help lease your space, or a tenant looking to look for another location, feel free to reach out to us. We have people that can help you guys out. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you soon. Bye.